Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. Of course, you can play wherever you want, with whoever you want, and who I'm playing with is Josh, who plays Doric, Dusty, who plays Clay, and Jacob, who plays Gumbo. I'm Samantha, your DM, and our characters have come to a decision. Literally, the moment they decided, I hit start record. So, we are currently investigating the platinum mines of Vermilion, the abandoned ghost town, who we think was taken over by Meenlocks after a collapse in the tunnels.
We know.
They have decided they are going to use their next skill challenge to try and remove the rubble at the end of the tunnel. So,
hey, one of you strong fuckers, if you want to try to remove this tunnel waste, I think that we could continue on, and honestly, I don't think we should go back to that perfectly circular tunnel yet.
Well,
Doric's still just sitting there, taking the ring off and putting it back on.
Doric!
I do have a shovel.
He's lost. You have a shovel? This is perfect.
I looked at my
This is
items
a literal
and I have a
perfect
shovel.
circumstance for that.
Alright, I'm gonna start digging.
so you're doing athletics with a shovel?
Yes.
Please roll your athletics.
Not good. I hate these white dice. That is a 13.
You start digging at the rubble. You are able to clear a good chunk of it before more rubble starts piling in.
Oh my
You did
gosh.
not roll high enough to make a difference.
Can I punch it out of the way?
You're going to have to do another skill check.
When can I do another one?
Right away.
Oh, really?
But you have to use something new, or something different, or have someone else try.
Yeah, it's gotta be something I'm proficient in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna No, I'm gonna animal handle this rock.
You want to animal handle your lion friend to make him do it for you?
No.
You can animal handle me anytime,
Hey, Doric.
baby. Do like we do on the Discovery Channel.
I throw my shovel and I start just walking towards the wall.
I go whisper to Doric. Hey, Clay's apparently a weak human and can't shovel. We need a strong lion who can shovel out this tunnel.
Fine. Stand up.
Which I guarantee my
Put the ring
strength is
back on.
higher than his.
It is.
You just were doing so well that it was just like sand in an hourglass refilling.
I walk up there. I got this. Guidance.
I believe in myself.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna drink my berries and cream cola.
That doesn't exist in this world.
It's awful.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. It's not good. Yeah, you can.
That is going
It's
to be...
It's just weird.
25.
Fantastic. You guys, while you're
Right.
talking about rations and water in your flasks, Doric is
It's so
digging
weird.
very well at some really big boulders that are holding up the tunnel. And the tunnel starts collapsing all around all of you.
Oh shit!
Rocks are falling, they're filling in at your feet. Now it's up to your knees. There are rocks falling behind you on your way out. How are you going to get out of this now that the tunnel is collapsing further in on you?
Which way is it collapsing further in?
Do we have a way forward now?
No, you guys have to go back. How are you going to safely get away from this tunnel collapse?
I'm gonna animal handle the dirt out of my way.
You could stealth your way through the rocks so you don't get hit by falling ones. You guys could do acrobatics.
I could do it. I'll start flipping and dodging and diving, basically.
And
Like,
showing the others where the landing
yeah.
parts
Or
are.
could I maybe do perception to like see where the rocks are falling and try to guide them through it?
Are you proficient in perception?
Perception and athletics are the only thing I can think of right now.
I will
Or,
take.
mean,
I'll
acrobatics.
take either. It's up to you.
But
But that means the party doesn't have perception again for the rest of this challenge.
Yeah, you're right. We'll do acrobatics. I'll be jumping and flipping, trying to show my way to help them get through.
Go ahead and roll, please. Yes.
That's a low number. 13. I'm just gonna get ready to have damage.
Can you go ahead and roleplay that out for me?
Okay, flip, and dodge, and dip, and dive, and duck, and dodge. All right, to the left. Clay, you got a rock falling. You gotta move over. Take a step to the right. Oh, Doric, you're gonna get sand in your eyes. Close them. And do a somersault forward. Now, Clay, do a reverse twist and twisty. No, that's not how you do it. That's a full twisty, not a reverse twisty.
Oh, okay. Whoopsies.
I just started running.
So, you're doing a fantastic job, but you forgot to account for the fact that they're at least twice your size.
Oh, you can't do these things. You're not as nimble as I am.
You guys are able to escape, but not without getting hit by some falling rocks. Clay hits your left arm, Doric hits you in the shoulder, another one hits you in the heel, another one hits the side of your head, Clay. You guys each take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, me as well?
You are so distracted trying to help them,
Yeah.
you do actually take 15 as well. It says right here, DC 15. And he got, what, 13 or 14?
Yeah, 13.
Don't look at me like that!
Guidance!
It's a little late.
I know. And there probably would have been
Why?
time.
You guys did escape the collapse. You just took damage on the way out.
Yeah, we gotta fight 3 Meenlocks.
How do you know it's 3?
Because your cursor thingamajigger.
That's
You
an
don't know
assumption.
The one, the other one, and my grandmother.
We don't know that there's only 3.
Oh, yeah, right, there might be more. There probably almost definitely is more.
Yeah, well, I assume that we'd have so little.
Yeah, freaking good point. We're gonna fucking die.
Ouch!
So you guys have no choice but to go back to the main tunnel and either go to the wizard's tunnel, leave, or go through the circle tunnel.
Listen, these things, we've been in here for a while now. These things have not attacked us straight out. Do you think we would have an hour? You two could take short rest.
We probably. I mean, how long have we been in the caves now?
You probably wouldn't know.
You don't really know, but at least 3 hours?
And we had half a day left.
So we maybe have 2 or 3 hours left.
We're getting close to nightfall. Like, I think no matter what, I don't know if we'd be able to even get out of here before nightfall.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It would probably take us an hour to get out, and then an hour to get through town.
And I don't know about you guys, but I think the caves at night is going to be a lot worse than right now. But then again, I also have no idea what time it is because it's so fucking dark in here.
I mean, caves could be... We've explored everywhere except
the hole.
the hole. But these things seem to be able to teleport or blink out of existence. Maybe they're traveling through planes. We do not know. Let's just go explore hole. Would you like to take our rest?
Gumbo looks around the cave. What? Do you think whatever's in that wizard cave will help us in here?
I think it could help. I do not know. I think it could help. And then...
we're gonna be here at night no matter what. I say we do that during the day when it's safest.
Can I roll either persuasion or deception for that statement?
Oh, like not as a skill challenge, just you guys deciding where to go next.
No, the specific phrase that I said.
What did you say?
I think it could help. Doric is not being fully truthful. He thinks that it would help him, not necessarily our situation.
Help our quest.
Yeah, you can roll your deception if you want. Insight from Gumbo. And
And
Clay, you're allowed to have opinions about this too if you want.
modified 20.
I think it could help.
If you think it could help, I think we should do it.
Or we could go into tunnel, and if there's nothing there, then we can come back. But also, if there's things in there, I mean, how are you all feeling?
Clay starts walking towards the moss tunnel.
Clay's done with waiting for you guys. He walks off.
Well, I just kind of look at it.
Right. I mean, you're still within line of
Yeah,
sight.
I'm around them.
Like I'm sorry, you waiting for me to say something?
I'm just thinking.
You guys gotta pull the trigger.
Do I know my great grandmother's name?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Doric, if you think that this place will help us, then we should go there.
I just say the name down the tunnel.
Lie Dubizin. That are you gonna say it?
Yeah, I'll just say Leah Dubison down the tunnel. See if there's anything.
An echo. What other things do you have?
Animal handling, survival, and stealth.
Nothing happens.
This, let's just go down this weird tunnel. It will be faster, most likely, than taking hour to do whatever I'm doing.
So you're going down the tunnel.
Yeah.
So the three of you go to step into the circular tunnel that is
I-
covered in black moss.
Did I lose my shovel or do I still have it with
You
me?
can. Oh. It depends. Did Doric hold on to it when he ran out? Your shovel's done. But there's lots of shovels here that are rusted and crappy.
I grab the shovel and I'm like making a little path for myself through the moss.
Okay.
I don't want him touching my feet.
Characters who scrape away the moss see that the rock on the walls is smooth, not carved by pick or shovel like the rest of the mine, because the beam lock tunnels blah 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 blah.
Did you almost tell us something?
Yeah.
No, she did tell us something.
No,
Yeah,
I almost told you some other stuff. The Meenlock tunnel part was fine. The other stuff was not okay.
Oh.
Because we knew.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Meenlock tunnel, blah 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah, you're just smearing around the moss. It doesn't grow back in place immediately or anything. It just gets smeared around. That's what I was looking for, is if it does. Okay. So you guys are walking forward into the tunnels. As you do, your lights get dimmer and your sounds get more muffled and quiet.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
And actually it looks like you're in a fog. You almost can't tell where the walls are and where they aren't.
Oh my.
Every once in a while you think you find the edge of a wall, but it's almost like you guys are in a vast open field of just fog. You must be turning down different caverns, because every once in a while you'll find a wall or you'll find a split or a fork in the path. But this is where you are now in the labyrinth. So this is a new challenge. Is how do you make your way through this labyrinth? Either you're finding a new place to explore or you're keeping track of where you came from. Does anyone have any ideas on how to get through the labyrinth?
Well, my old cousin, Jambalaya used to tell me that if you ever find yourself in a maze or in a labyrinth, to put your hand on the left side and follow the wall.
Okay, you want to try that?
What else? Yeah, you guys cool with that?
That works if the entrance is not in the center. Or is on the edge, not in the center.
I
It might be on the edge. You don't know.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? Wander aimlessly through a labyrinth?
Do I see a quest marker?
They all disappeared. They got dimmer and dimmer as you walked into the darkness, and they're gone.
Motherfucker. I have no point of reference.
So when you say I'm smearing around the moss,
I mean, I also have, take out a bag. I got 1,000 ball bearings. We could Hansel and Gretel this. Breadcrumbs.
You guys are only about, like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet in, so you could find your way back now. But if you go any further, it'll be a different story. Any other ideas? Any other? You want to look at your skills and ask to manipulate them in some way?
I mean, right now, I think the only thing I have are insight, performance.
Both your insight and your performance could be used for this. Your perception could be used for
I was
this.
gonna say, I feel like investigation sounds kind of good for a maze.
Okay.
But also, like, I feel like that'd be survival almost, though.
Survival would be fine too.
But I don't have it.
I have survival.
Right. So you all have an option here.
Fucking
So do you guys
garbage.
want to decide based on who has the most proficiencies left? Do you want to do rock, paper, scissors? Like, how do we decide who is going to sacrifice a skill for this?
I've got 3 left.
Clay, look at me. When I look at you, I see a man who knows how to survive. One who's been through thick and thin. Who's able to court the most beautiful, rich women without even trying, with a single howdy.
Is Gumbo secretly a bard?
But I think that you are able to go through this maze with alacrity. I read a book about bards.
Oh.
What do you think, Clay? You ready to get them through this maze?
Yeah, sure.
Roll survival.
I walk up to you, and I just put hand on you. You have Owl's Wisdom.
What is that?
I cast Enhance ability on you.
With advantage, baby.
On all wisdom checks for an hour, I believe.
That's a good move.
That's a really good one.
Advantage on all wisdom checks?
Mm-hmm.
All wisdom checks, not saving throws.
Okay.
Thank God for that.
19.
Oh. Buddy!
You're like, well, I'm stuck here, and if I don't take it seriously, it will be the end of my life. So you start taking it seriously.
I didn't let my great grandma kill me.
You grab onto Gumbo's shoulder. You grab onto Doric's belt. And you keep track of them this entire time. As you wander aimlessly through the maze, because there is no correct answer through the maze. What is correct is staying together. And your survival had you realize that. Because it's not about getting from point A to point B, it's about not getting separated.
Ah.
So while you guys are walking through here, you are hearing more calls.
Hey, maybe we should separate and try to find the exit
No,
faster.
Gumbo.
You
no,
hear-
we're doing this.
A voice very familiar coming back from where you came. A man, a human man, goes, Doric, Clay, Pantheo, are you in here? I followed you out here. It's Paxley.
Wait, who is Pat?
The dude you made out with in the wizard's house when you stole the diamond.
What?
His name was Paxley, right?
Yeah.
It's not him.
Good job. Good job on your survival. You say it's not him, and you pull Doric forward.
Because I could hear it too, right?
What do you mean? How?
Pantheo's a deadbeat!
No,
You hear
but
in the moss. You hear. I can't do
Don't.
voice.
Oh, you just gotta do surfer, bro, man.
Are you guys here?
It's good enough.
I've been trying to find. That's so hard to do.
Are you guys here? I've been trying to find you.
You don't know where we were, Pantheo.
Oh, wait.
He doesn't know where we were. It's not him.
But Gumbo
He
said that.
doesn't. No.
No, we had the quest.
You guys, my sister is here.
Don't. No.
I found her. I can come back and we can be a party again.
Good job, Clay. Clay is shutting you guys down and pulling you through.
But they were Gumbo said they were only mimicking voices before that they heard. They have not heard these voices.
These are the shadows messing with our heads.
You guys wander into an area where the moss is thicker. You can feel it getting up to your ankles when you step through it.
Ick.
It's just moss. It probably feels pretty nice, actually.
This
Black moss.
thick velvety moss covers every surface
Hell
of
yeah.
this only 8-foot-high chamber, so it is brushing the top of Doric's head.
This is nice because my shoes have my toes open, so I just get moss brushed on my little tootsies.
No, this moss is brushing the bottom of your balls.
This is like
The more you step forward,
it's tickling.
you realize that, yeah, it's in your pants. It's up your pant legs, Gumbo. The moss is weaving up your pant legs. Up your legs.
Guys, the moss is growing. It's like climbing.
It is climbing you guys, and Gumbo noticed it first. You have to get through this area, but how are you going to keep them from overcoming you? As Doric, you now feel the tendrils start seeping through your scalp.
Ew.
Down the back of your neck.
Ew.
How do you guys fight off a bunch of tendrils that are trying to stop
We
you?
think that moss likes drugs.
Moss doesn't like water, right?
What about mayo? What can we put mayo on the moss to stop it, to slow it down?
Would my enhance ability still be up?
Yes.
Because it only lasts an hour.
Right. You've been walking maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Fuck.
The survival is still keeping you guys from getting separated or lost, but you have to get through the black tentacles.
And you said moss hates water?
No, that wasn't me being. That was joking.
Well, I don't know. Some moss might.
Moss loves water.
Okay, then never mind.
This is the second button that's fallen off today.
I don't know what to do here.
What do we got left? Animal handling, but that. I mean, moss is living, but it's not an animal.
What else do you have left?
Animal handling.
No, you got more than that left.
Animal handling and stealth.
I would take stealth, but
I have-
what else do you guys have?
Deception, investigation, and then perception.
I would take deception in this.
I have performance and insight.
I would take performance in this. I can spin it. If you guys don't have an idea, I can do it for you.
Deception. Oh, Moss, you don't want to come up our legs and go into our orifices. It's no good.
We need to do something.
Do you want me to tell you each of my ideas and then you guys choose your favorite?
Sure.
Deception is you take off your clothes and you make the vines think you are where your clothes are, but you guys actually like jump out.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that, yeah. What was the other one I said? Stealth? Stealth is you guys slip out in a way that the tendrils can't really get a grasp on you and can't really figure out where you are because of the way you're walking.
We become clammy.
The performance is you guys basically dance your way out. You guys have to twist the tendrils up on themselves, like you're spinning so much that they get twisted and they can't reach you.
Does it have to be ability-wise? Can it be item?
If you have an item, we can do that
What if
instead.
we put oil on ourselves?
How many times can you use that a day?
I have 2
probably still
flasks of
have
oil.
oil left.
Yeah.
I mean, I have oil, but like, I feel like setting moss on fire wouldn't go very well.
Oh no, I was just thinking about putting it on us so it can't grab us.
You can use an item. You still have to make a roll, but it would be different.
Oh, okay.
And so instead of one of you
Never mind.
making one roll for the party, it would be all 3 of you have to make rolls if you use the oil.
Okay, never mind.
And they make a decision now.
So it sounds like you don't like Jacob's deception.
I don't like us leaving shit
Your clothes,
behind.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to. Okay.
Because that makes us vulnerable.
Right, or even leaving an object or a backpack or anything. Right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to leave anything behind. So we're at the spinning and spinning and spinning, so they're twisted on themselves, or we're at stealthing out.
I mean, I can put oil on us and we can try to slip out.
Or oil, yeah.
Let's stealth.
So you're still surviving. Basically, you guys are following Clay's lead. Clay has already been holding on to you guys, keeping you safe in these tunnels, so you trust him when he starts moving your bodies where he wants you to go. Clay, please roll stealth.
I'm terrified.
Let's do it.
No fear. 19.
No fear.
You have succeeded on the DC 14 check.
Fear is the mind.
They are otherwise harmless to you. And they slip off as you guys walk. You are able to avoid them tangling themselves in a way that would grapple
I can
you.
feel my pulse through my hand, through my knuckles.
You guys are able to not be grappled and slip out of this tunnel, and eventually the moss goes back to its regular length and there are no more tentacles. You are still in the fog, you are still lost in the mist and the darkness.
Am I still surviving our way through it?
Yes, but this time you hear something. You hear water dripping. You guys think you're getting to a different part of the cave, and so you decide to follow the water dripping.
As we get out of the moss,
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out my pearl of power and use it to
Sure.
regain a second level slot.
That is fine. Alright. So you guys go towards the dripping water. Let's change the background. You find a big open cavern full of puddles around the stalagmites. This cavern opens wide, and the lingering dampness of the tunnels is pronounced in here. Moisture leaches through the moss ceiling above, forming fat droplets that fall into pools of dark water around the chamber. A sharp scent of minerals fills the air and mixes with the earthy smell of the moss. The sound of dripping does echo, but is immediately dulled by the moss carpet surface. The fact that you were able to survive while hear your way through it is amazing. The pools in here vary in depth. The smaller ones are a few inches deep. As you pass them, you're able to see the bottom. But the other larger pools measure maybe 2 feet deep at their deepest in the subterranean darkness. And while you're able to see through them, the water doesn't look watercolored. It looks black. And you definitely see a mirror-like surface off of the top of it. As you guys are passing the puddles and passing the stalagmites, how do you avoid, what do? Do you go in the water? Do you avoid the water? Do you look around for enemies? How are you guys getting through this cavern full of water? Are you trying? You basically are weaving through a bunch of puddles where there's very small little earthy paths between them. So you'd have to go single file at the very least.
I could potentially do investigation to plot out a path that allows us to get through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. I would rather not get wet.
I mean, that's just. I mean, it's getting rid of my highest skill. That's the big thing.
We have torch lit. Can we see reflection of torch on water?
Oh yeah, it's very black. Very thick and black. The moment you add the light to it, you can't see through it anymore.
So we don't know how deep it is either.
You thought you did at first, but now that there's light, you can't really see.
There are small rocks that we can toss at it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. You throw a rock at one of them, and it goes boop boop, and disappears.
I take a corridor staff that I have and I poke. I'll leave like 2 feet between, or a foot between my hand and water.
I hope it's not a quarterstaff you like.
I've just had it since I was like 12.
I don't like the whatever this facial expression you're doing is.
What? Wait, this facial expression?
No.
The
Like, are you
What
sure?
It's like a did
Would
you
this-
fuck up? It's like a did you fuck up facial expression.
Exactly. Would this activate the danger puddle?
The danger puddle.
That's exactly what my question is.
This is just a fucking black ooze.
Would this activate? Would this
Or is
activate
it
the
called
danger
a
puddle?
black
Okay,
pudding?
yeah. The quarterstaff gets eaten through like acid.
It's black pudding.
Your quarterstaff.
It's fine. I will just cast mending.
I mean,
No.
That's not.
I think you're gonna cast mending on the quarter of your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
You have a
Pristine
16th.
stick.
You have a 16th staff now.
I'm just gonna toss the rest in.
Okay, just
Oh.
So don't go in the water.
yeah.
I'm going to use my investigation to plot a path that we can walk through.
Please roll your investigation.
What if one of us just stepped in it? We'd be just.
Oh yeah, we take damage.
Come on, baby.
It probably eats our armor too.
It would probably just eat your limb.
Let's go. That's very good. 26.
Fantastic! Not only are you able to chart a path where you can walk single file through the puddles, but you notice there are some really dark areas where you'd be passing between stalagmites, and if you walked through them just right, light would cause massive dark shadows where you could be ambushed by things that hide in the dark shadows. So you avoid those spots, avoid several ambushes, and
Yeah,
when you
that's
guys,
that's a shadow problem. That's a shadow problem.
when you walk past them, you definitely see things kind of like blink into and then blink out.
They're just waiting for us to fuck up. Quite literally waiting for us to fuck up.
After you guys get through the pools, you
Investigation.
guys return to the mossy caverns again. But not for long. As Clay returns to leading you through thinking you're going to get lost, and instead the fog dissipates. And you find yourselves standing in a big, open room.
Do I still have concentration?
The 6 things.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
New scents greet you here. The musty funk of decaying fabric and old furs, and the smell of rot lingers in the stagnant air. The thick pillars of moss-covered stone support the 20-foot-high ceiling, and waist-high stone slabs dot the cavern. The stone slabs are coated with blood and filth. And if you guys would like to look around more, this is not a skill. This is not a skill challenge. If you guys would like to roll perception to look around, that would be nice.
Cool. I will do so. Do all of us?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, that's fine.
Perception.
22.
I got 14.
29.
Okay, Gumbo and Doric, you guys definitely notice that there's not just moss around these pillars, there's something tied in ropes to the pillars. And you got both above a 20. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. It looks like a brick. It looks like a brick with a fuse that goes to it. You see a lot of these.
I
And
don't like that.
with one of you knowing a lot about chemicals and metals and things, I am going to just say Doric inherently knows that these are explosives used in mines. So all of these pillars are rigged with explosives.
These.
Really regret using my investigation in the last room.
Clay Tim,
What's up?
you see all these things with fuse?
Well, now he does.
With string?
Oh yeah, no, I do.
Can you spray them with water?
With your other jar.
Good job.
With my decanter.
The decanter of English.
No, this room is still covered in black moss, but the fog is lifted. Your light goes back to going about 10 feet around each of you.
Ooh.
So this room is huge. I mean, it's like 60, 70 feet across. Are you guys going to stick close to Clay?
Yeah. I figured we stay, because this thing can shoot water pretty far, I believe.
Yeah, but I also don't want to like trigger it to explode.
But it's fire. Just spray above. Fine, I'll just go light them all and we can explode.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you okay, man?
I'm-
Oh, that's Pantheo.
I'm just reading the card.
You just like Pantheo is opaque in the distance.
I cast sending to Pantheo. Hey, how are you doing? It's very nice here. We are going to explode.
I say geyser, and I douse every one of the pillars.
That's wonderful. You used an item instead of a skill to prevent the explosives from being used. That's fantastic.
But you all die anyway, so let's start a new campaign.
No.
And who burned you?
Me.
I walk further in then, and what are the things on the map that are red?
They're the slabs covered in blood.
Okay.
Wait, slabs covered in blood.
Like dissected things. Butcher blocks.
But
I would let you use animal handling to try to discern what happens here.
this isn't a challenge.
Could be. Basically using animal handling instead of investigation to give you guys a bunch of clues.
Are you on your last one?
Yep.
I have 2 left. I have deception and perception. What about you, Josh?
I have insight and persuasion.
So we have 5.
Or
5.
five.
Those
Insight
are
is
both,
performance.
all of the ones you guys just said would be great for the last challenge. This is the second to last challenge, I think.
Oh.
Unless I come up with another one. But honestly, I think animal handling would... Well, no, you could use animal handling here, but you could use animal handling in one other place, but there's nothing else you can use here. Like, well, if you guys have an idea of how to discern what happens in this room and more details about the Meenlocks and,
I guess I'll
I
do my last one because there's no more pressure on me to do something.
I have an ability.
what's your ability?
But it's not like it uses my investigation skill. I have an eye for detail,
Oh,
so I can check to uncover and decipher clues.
okay.
She said no.
Sorry.
Fuck me. Goodbye.
You just already did your investigation. And you saw details.
I did.
Let's fucking go. Total 20.
Okay, Clay. So you're looking around at everything going on in here, and you see in the blood splatters, it's like there's clothing there that have been ripped down the front center. So it's like if something was laying on this slab, the flesh and the clothes were ripped open this way.
Oh. No.
Almost barfed.
So you think this might be where the Meenlocks are born?
They're like
From the
face
bodies
huggers.
of their
Yeah, face
victims. You look around at the clothing here, and you find miners' clothes. You find merchants' traveling clothes and cloaks, some that look to only be a year old. And you do find what look to be some high-quality leathers with lots of little facets and buttons on them that the average person couldn't afford.
I pull out Clay's painting and look at the picture of his grandmother. Is she wearing the clothing?
Not the exact same clothing, but probably the same quality. You also find...
So then is this like dried blood?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, because I kept thinking that it was relatively fresh.
I
so
know,
was
because
like,
the
this
picture makes
isn't-
it look red. It would be black.
Yeah.
Grandma got ripped open by a Meenlock.
That's horrible!
Clay is in terrible dismay.
Jeez.
Dropped around the platform where the nice clothes are actually more pages.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, the book had pages ripped out.
Yep. About Meenlock.
I read the pages.
Meenlocks manifest where the Feywild's influence is strong. I'm trying to piece together parts that are in different areas. Like the part where I said blah 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 blah.
Damn.
Meenlock
right.
tunnels spontaneously manifest rather than dig out. You will find no scratch marks or signs of excavations on the walls, floor, or ceiling where Meenlock tunnels have been created. They can sometimes magically appear on our plane after accidentally phasing through the veil from the Feywild.
Can I remember back to the tree?
Mm-hmm.
The tunnel from the tree into the Feywild. Was it reminiscent, that smooth?
No,
It was
no.
different.
It's basically these tunnels existed in the Feywild, and then now suddenly they're in the Prime Material.
Got it.
So they just popped over. Did that cause the collapse 80, 90 years ago? I don't know. But she does write the word collapse, question mark, right next to they spontaneously appear in the Prime Material. There's notes about the transformations, how they make their victims go insane because it makes the actual transformation ritual faster. But what they do is they use psychic damage essentially to warp a person's mind and brain, and when their brain has accepted a new form of what they should look like, they are reborn out of their flesh. And then their being is now a Meenlock, and that is how Meenlocks reproduce. They basically haunt people to insanity, and then psychically clone certain aspects of their DNA into the victim, and then the victim is reborn.
I'm gonna start looking around for other things in the room. Just
Clay
perimeter.
essentially found everything with that. Because he got to learn about the animals by reading about them. He got to find how all their, birth, afterbirth, all over the place.
I hate this.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put you
No, it's
down.
fine.
He did accomplish the skill check. And that is all I have for you.
Yeah,
So you know what that means?
Oh, I have one more thing, sorry.
I was gonna say, you know what that means. There's only one left.
Well, you know the Meenlocks, obviously are mimicking people's voices.
Yeah.
What you're now seeing with the explosives is they mimic people's knowledge. The Meenlocks are the ones who rigged these pillars up with the explosives. The miners must have had knowledge on how to do that, and in their Meenlock state were smart enough to do this.
I'm gonna gather up all the TNT, the dynamite sticks.
Okay.
I know they're waterlogged, but
Yeah, so you grab all the waterlogged dynamite off the walls, taking your time to grab all of that.
mm,
Anything else?
I suppose there's nothing else in this room, huh?
You guys, I think I found everything unless you have a very specific question I can answer.
Any valuables we can loot?
I was gonna say, does my grandma's
Not-
body
not
have
really.
any, jewelry on her that might be, family heirloom type? Something that I could bring back from my grandma. Because it was one of her parents, correct?
yeah.
Wedding band?
Just the
ring?
wedding band and nothing else.
I grab it.
All right, let's move on. We gotta keep moving fast.
So you had one person investigating, another person grabbing the dynamite. Gumbo is keeping you guys on track. Gumbo,
Yeah,
you guys are ready
'cause-
to go into the next tunnel to the northeast.
Yep, let's
which
go.
is-
Because, Clay realizing that's his family member.
So here's the thing. You guys end up back in the tunnels, and you circle maybe a couple of hours, and you find your way back to the puddles. You find your way back to where the tentacles were. You find your way back to the main hallway. You have found your way through the maze, through the labyrinth.
This is,
You-
the farthest area.
Yep.
We just keep circling.
You guys cannot find the Meenlocks. So how are you supposed to get rid of them if you can't find them? That is the last challenge, or one of the last challenges, is how do you find...
I have a way, but you're not gonna like it. I know what to do, but it's not gonna be fun. and it would be very difficult for Clay specifically.
Oh boy.
We have to put out the fires to find the Meenlocks and fight them. Or we leave the Meenlocks here haunting this town forevermore. Or
So they can make
They can-
more.
They keep
Oh.
killing people.
I'm so sorry. One more thing to give Clay. With your animal handling, you know how many there are.
Really?
Yes.
For real?
And I can give you some details about how strong they are.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
bitch, get down, bum, bum, bitch.
So first of all, you can tell the nest that you guys were just in
Mm-hmm.
has 3 that sleep there regularly.
Wait, in that room?
Yeah.
That's their nest.
Yeah, the room with the slabs is in
Just
this.
wait.
3? Okay. Alright, sorry.
No, it's okay. So there's definitely 3 in there. But you are finding evidence in the nest of 3 more that are alive. So you think there's a total of 6. 3 that stay in the caverns and 3 that travel.
So we take care of the 3 in here. And we take care of the 3 out there.
Let's make our way back to the wizard's chambers.
Yeah.
How big of an explosion would that dynamite have made?
Oh, it would have collapsed that entire back room and some of the connected tunnels.
Okay. Never mind.
Also, how strong are they? Fighting one of them at your level, you would be tired.
Like the 3 of us fighting it? Or one of us fighting it?
4 of you fighting one Meenlock is considered like a normal base level challenge.
Merry Christmas.
So 3 of you fighting 3 would be incredibly difficult. If you had to fight more than 3, it would be deadly.
So if we take care of them, we have to take care of them in separate groups.
At least in the 2 different groups. Now, something else to keep in mind is you have a level 5 person with you, so that might make it a little easier. You could also set up traps. You could bait them out. You could come back here later. You have solved the mystery, so you have made Candlekeep happy. I know it's a really hard thing to decide on.
Is Lumiere able to do that wizard room?
No. He's not a wizard.
He's a druid.
He is a druid.
So you couldn't do a chant?
How many sticks of dynamite did I get?
Well, it says... It just says 1 stick of dynamite on each one. With a plunger trigger.
Oh, plunger trigger, so we could... Interesting.
That wouldn't have, the water wouldn't have even stopped it.
No.
Well, I was guessing you waterlogged the gunpowder out
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Oh, that
That's
makes
what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, because I can do the decanter as many times as I want, and if you think about it, freaking 30
Yeah, I wasn't
gallons.
thinking you just wet the fuse. I was
No.
thinking you soaked the
Oh,
dynamite.
yeah, 30 gallons to each thing of dynamite. 30
Yeah.
gallons of water.
Oh yeah, no, they're ruined.
So like,
Unless you did destroy
were
water.
there like 6 sticks?
4 sticks.
4.
Wait, how many pillars? I thought there were
I
4
don't-
pillars.
I don't remember how many.
There was
pillars
4
were.
pillars. There was like 6 of the...
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I keep getting mixed up.
Okay,
So 3 of them were in that room while we were in there.
maybe.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that the second column was all in that room as well. You also find in many of the refuse piles enough coins and change to make 60 gold. You also find an ivory drinking horn with platinum filigree. And you find a set of goggles that must be magical because they haven't decayed yet.
Are they dark vision?
Try putting them on. They might require attunement. You don't have to attune this
I
one.
will find out.
Okay, are you writing that stuff down?
Yeah, enough. It was for 60 or 50?
60 gold.
Okay, for 60 gold.
No, 50.
Oh, 50? It is 50? Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
An ivory
cool.
drinking horn with platinum filigree.
Ivory drinking horn.
They do not require attunement.
Yes!
This is what they look like.
With plat.
Like owl eyes.
That's
And a little
steampunky as hell.
Little owl beak.
I'm gonna be Wild Wild West. I'm gonna be a steampunk cowboy.
Oh my god, Clay's an animal too now.
Oh, he's an owl.
Unfortunately,
No.
Gumbo's not.
You kidding me? He's a little fucking lizard, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's a little lizard. Okay, with plat filling.
You can say anything about goblins. This guy's a lizard, though.
Do the goggles look okay? Do they look like mean?
You look like a fucking owl.
No. I'm saying like before I try to pop them on, like are there like rotten human bits on them and stuff like
It
that?
was in a pile of rotten flesh.
Ah! Ah!
Geyser.
Ah!
Yeah, too
Gumbo,
bad.
could you have been the one who was ruffling
Oh.
through all the disgusting
100%.
shit?
I absolutely was like, hey, these are still good. It's like little goblin spit gets on it too. That's probably worse than the flesh. Honestly.
He's like, here, just let me lick them clean.
You look through them and nothing
that's
changes.
Yeah,
Oh, it
you
does
can joke
stack.
a lot,
It
but
just
I don't eat.
stacks.
I don't eat.
It
You know,
does?
sapient
It
flesh
stacks with your dark
or
vision.
sentient flesh.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
No.
It stacks with dark vision.
I don't give a shit.
I think Clay needs it more than
I'm
me.
trying to
Honestly.
do-
now.
We could
Also,
always-
I don't want to look like a fucking owl.
Especially if you guys put the lanterns out.
Yes,
then you can
if we're
still
gonna fight them.
Mhm.
I think, yeah.
Also, they don't require attunement, so if anything else, we can.
In dim light though, don't we get like disadvantage on attack rolls?
It's very possible.
If it's like full dark, we still don't see anything. That's how dark vision works.
No. I don't think so. In 5e, I don't think that's how that works. I know a lot of DMs have been changing it to like low light vision, where it is that way.
Just like where a
Upgrade.
potion or
I literally have it right here.
just like where a healing potion is actually.
Yeah, it
display
says
your
dim
full
light
action.
means disadvantage on perception checks that rely on
Ah.
sight.
Oh,
Perception checks.
okay. Well,
Darkness is disadvantage though. Because you can't see.
they smell like rotten
You only have
flesh,
disadvantage
too.
if you're in total darkness because you can't target the opponent. You're just swinging wildly. Dark vision just shifts this one down, so in dim light you're fine, as if in category 1.
Or we just can't do color.
Yeah, no color.
And you can't read, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, actually, if you guys were all in dim light, even though it's going to be smaller because of the moss and everything,
Yeah.
you can still fight without being at disadvantage.
Dim
Cool.
sum?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll just basically go into, you know.
I didn't even think about that plan of
Right,
like
right.
summoning them out by putting out the. That was a cool plan.
Thank you.
Is that what you guys want to go with?
I think so. I mean, personally.
Where do we want to do this?
I think we should do it either by, like, the.
Well, if we have this
So-
wide open nest,
So the moss tunnel
Fair.
before, the fog is gone now.
just in that one area.
Just in the just
where
in
I
the nest.
survivaled us through. Oh,
Yeah.
Nest.
but since I passed that survival check, do I have to do another thing if we were to go through?
I think
Okay.
the nest is probably the best place to fight them because if they try to call their allies, it's the farthest way for them to get back to us.
And
But they
it's-
can also just blink in.
But it's an open air area. Otherwise, we're gonna be like single file almost.
You could also turn the lights. Sorry, I'm not a player.
The other
We
option is we
could-
could, I think, do it in the alchemy lab or like in the wizard chamber.
We
Yeah.
could.
But we
Can
don't want to
someone
damage.
roll maybe Arcana. Someone who knows magic.
Not me.
Well, I rolled Arcana, but I don't know magic.
I'd actually take your insight as well. Actually, I would take this as a skill check.
21.
20
If we're doing insight. Well, if we're doing skill check, then I only have perception or athletics.
I would take perception.
Oh, okay. 19.
Okay, something you noticed when it teleported. It teleported before the light hit it. It teleported before Clay illuminated it. Like, it could see that that's what was going to happen.
So maybe the light stops them from teleporting.
So we need to get them in a situation
Mm-hmm.
where they are present, and then we illuminate them.
I can handle that.
Can you do it faster than they can teleport?
Well, you've got spells that cast light, don't you?
I've got one right now.
Daylight. In the cavern we can see the
It would take me 6
sunshine.
seconds. I do not know what the reaction time is.
Not that fast.
I think we do in white. Oh no, their nest room has pillars. They could hide behind pillars.
In the shadows.
That's true, they could. But they would only... Yeah, you're right.
How?
But you don't know how far they can teleport. You don't know if it's like Blink. You don't know if it's Dimension Door. You don't know if it's Misty Step. You don't know that. And it might have to be a dark place they can see.
How? We could put torches behind pillars.
Yeah, you could do a whole circle of torches and just like... Oh, the fuses! Oh, no, never mind.
No, we do have we could go back through the maze, grab all of the, like, lamps, and then bring those back and, like, put one by each pillar, and then...
Well, I mean, a torch would last for an hour. And we could just set on ground.
That's true, too.
And...
Because there shouldn't...
things are stuck on the wall.
Because if the torches are behind the pillar, that wouldn't send enough light obscuring onto, like, the area we want them to be in. So when we take out the other lights, then when we see them to attack us, like, then we can...
Clay, I've got something else for you, too.
Oh no.
You've been thinking, just with your animal handling,
Yep.
you go, these Meenlocks, they come from the Feywild, and they replicate themselves, but they have the benefits of the Feywild. You went there, right, for a brief second?
Yep.
And the Feywild just has more magic in the air and more everything in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You're wondering if these Meenlocks that were born here and never have ever visited the Feywild, if they might be weaker.
That's true.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. I think we do.
But
Okay.
weaker in what sense?
I
Like
don't know.
just
Maybe they don't have some of the abilities. Maybe they have less health. Maybe it could be a number of things.
Okay. Can we go back to, I think consensus is doing fight inside here?
Yeah. I think so.
Can they get behind that southernmost pillar?
Well, I mean, like, so the areas where the bodies were, are those, like, little tables?
They're
Yeah.
waist high things.
Yeah, so that's also more shadow potential.
But maybe not enough for them to hide behind.
Unless you destroy them all. You guys have athletics left, don't you?
No.
No.
I don't.
No, they both used them for the...
For the
Okay.
shovel.
Never mind then.
we could deceive them. This is my last
You might
one.
have to use your deception to even lure them in.
Yeah, true.
If that's okay.
Okay. So I think we light a torch and set it behind each pillar so that there's a dark space in the center of the room. Right? Do we want to take a short rest or try to take a short rest?
Probably because we all took that 15 damage.
You guys
earlier.
also could leave and come back the next day.
Would we be able to get
And you could bring more torches in with you and more lanterns.
I don't know if we need more.
Would
I don't think sleeping in the cave is a great idea.
It's really not. But at the same time,
And you'd be coming in with a full set of spell slots.
I'm only missing one spell.
Okay.
My main problem is the HP because I'm almost at half health right now.
You could
I
also
am
read
too.
prepare.
I
Oh
mean-
yeah, you guys lost a bunch of health.
yeah. Thanks, Dion.
Hey! Thank your shitty rolls. No, I'm just kidding, I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do we want to do? We could try to spend the night
We're
back up
blessed to be this fucked.
in the house.
I think honestly we should probably go out just to check on the animals anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're outside in the dark right now.
Yeah. Let's go out, spend the night in the house, light more light so they can't come in.
Yeah.
I mean, they can
Well,
try to come
they're
in.
probably already in the house. If it's dark outside, it'll be dark outside by the time we get out.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, we could also take care of the ones outside first.
But who says these ones aren't going to follow us out? And all 6 of them will be outside.
We are fucked. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Okay, listen. If we spend an hour, I can. I can't.
So,
I mean, if we spend an hour and you're doing that, I mean, we could get our health back, and I'd be in total fighting shape.
Well, I'm saying if I could spend an hour, I could get 100 gold's worth of silver powder, which would let me cast Magic Circle again. However, that would take my last third level spell slot, which means I wouldn't be able to cast Daylight.
All right, so you guys are doing an awesome job planning, and I think we could tweak the last little bit of it off camera, and between sessions, if that's okay.
Cool.
Seriously, you guys did so good. I hope you liked it, and I hope it's less scary now that you know exactly where to go and exactly what you're dealing with and exactly what the plan is.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're doing another episode right after this.
No, what?
Yeah, it's so less scary knowing that we have 6 Meenlocks and 3 of
Yeah,
them are
absolutely.
a deadly encounter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doric stands next to the wall and casts Meld with Stone.
Oh, thank you guys for playing. I'm so glad that we have essentially gotten to the end of the dungeon. We just have to fight the boss. So, thank you for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons. Thank you for joining me for D&D. We will see you guys downstairs again.